they land the plane?
Oh no, they did not land the
Oh
plane for
my
me.
gosh, this man hates Wednesday, bro.
Yeah, overall, season 2 just kind of felt still disjointed to me. Felt like a lot of storylines that they were going with. Ultimately, ended up making it not as impactful that I thought.
That's what I liked about it, because it's like
Okay.
they spent the time like in the first season really just honing in on Wednesday and like perfecting that character and like just kind of establishing other characters throughout. But in this season, they really world build.
Still plot heavy, but
Yeah.
it's definitely like Freaky Friday episode is the main thing we're going with this week.
There were some reveals in there that I was like, oh, this is actually fire.
Yeah.
Like things.
10 out of 10, amazing. I just don't like how so many storylines they wanted to get done.
Yeah, they finished them joints. They wasn't playing.
Yeah.
They was not playing around.
Yeah. It might be one of those pods. Oh
my gosh. Okay. Time to put my backpack on.
Yeah, do it.
All right. What's going on, y'all? Another week, another geek. We're back at it with another episode of the Why I'm Geek show with your homies AJ and ChrisyLite. This is episode 198. And today we're going to be finally finishing our coverage on Wednesday season 2. But before we get into that, Chris, how you feeling today, Brody?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. I'm glad Wednesday came. Save the pod this week, and was fun to finish it up. But most importantly, I got to see that man JD5 in person. And
oh my gosh!
I wanted to start the podcast.
We 5 seconds in.
I know, 5 seconds in. The season started with the W, and now we're starting with another W Wednesday. So, how you doing, G?
I don't know how much more I could take of this. I'm glad season 4 is almost over. Hopefully by then, when time we come back, them Hamanders are gonna be buns. I started calling them Manders, but then I was like, I gotta put the ham in front of it because they got a pig logo. And now they got motion now that they're appearing in NFL ads with Justin
weird.
Jefferson and stuff like that. Like that's such a random mascot to put in there. So They doing their thing, I guess, if you could call it that, But other than that, bro, I'm doing good. I super excited to talking about this today because at first I didn't know what we was gonna watch this week or like what we were gonna even talk about, and then I was like, I just happened to go on Netflix because I was trying to finish BoJack Horseman, and I was like, oh, Wednesday's here, boom, save the day. Like you said, literally save the day. So, super excited to get into this thing. First things first, Chris. Just let the cat out the bag, bro. From your perspective, did they land the plane? I just need to know early, just so we can see how we're gonna go about this conversation. Okay? I gotta ask you that question first. Did they land the plane?
Oh no, they did not land the plane.
Oh my gosh, this man hates Wednesday, bro.
Yeah. It might be one of those pods.
Oh my gosh. Okay, time to put my backpack on.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Carry the pod, G.
Okay, so I think they landed the plane. I'm gonna be honest with you. But the reason why I say that is because I think the things that made the show pop in the first season aren't necessarily what shines in this season. And I think it's too drastic of a switch up for people to just be like, am I still watching the same show? So but for me it was it was a positive change because it's I feel like we got more in depth to the world, but for the show to be called Wednesday, I feel like that portion of the series took a kind of a step back. And I feel like that is the main kind of issue, but I don't see it as an issue because it's it's something that will lead to go from being just a one season wonder to who knows how many seasons we got in the pipeline. Or at least we got one more coming. So like that's like my initial take from watching, because I as I was watching it, I was like, I'm liking this, but I know that Chris is probably gonna be like, it's not it. So like, what was it? as you were kind of trying to blitz this joint before the pod, like, what was your thought process while watching it?
Well, first, you're like 100% right on the Wednesday kind of takes a back seat to do more Adams Family-esque
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And to see the last 4 episodes, they definitely went in a little different direction. And I also felt like they brought back some stuff that was like prominent in season 1 to like bring it up, kind of bring it up back up to speed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall season 2 just kind of felt still disjointed to me. Felt like a lot of storylines that they were going with. Ultimately ended up making it not as impactful that I thought. And then I do kind of just feel like what we got at the end of this season is a better upcoming season. Like that one seems like a way more interesting one. And even the twists and turns that ultimately were really cool at the end of the last episode of season 2.
Yeah.
It definitely just felt like more like side piece of Wednesday, which
Mm-hmm.
I've seen other shows do this before, where it's like you have the main series that's Wednesday, and then you do like a season 3 that's like the Addams Family. So,
Mm-hmm.
so it's technically not a a Wednesday season, but it's like same time period, so, something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, I just kind of feel like this season felt more along the lines of that, especially with the whole school situation. Like season 1, they were in the school. We were doing the school stuff. This one just felt extremely out of school. And
Yeah.
then at the end, they were like, "And schools were wrapped up." I was like, "All right."
Yeah. Doing
So,
the early summer break.
yeah, and then at the end, they're like, "We're going on vacation." It's just a lot of stuff that made me just kind of believe, yeah, this does feel a little stretched out, or they just had the side extra pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they could have rolled this into, which ultimately is going to be season 3. They could have rolled straight to it, but they thought, "Hey, we got some material. We can do another season," and that's what we got. So I kind of just felt, ah, we'll see next season. But definitely, as I was watching it, I was like, I'm glad we got the pod because I'm gonna finish it, but I would not have finished it. I don't think I would have continued. But
And what would have been your cutoff? I'm guessing episode 6. I'm guessing after episode 6.
so I really love episode 6. I
Okay.
think that's the best episode
Freaky
in the
Friday.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in the whole series, that is the best episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best with the 2 main characters going nuts.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, did you think that was like AI or CGI the way they were doing the voices?
I didn't notice that.
I was
Like
trying
I
to.
was
It was
hearing
tough.
it, but I was also not hearing it because everybody
Yeah.
else heard them speak as though they were speaking. It's not like they had literally a different voice. I didn't think that they was that good
Yeah,
that they were
I
able
could
to.
not tell,
Yeah,
which is
like
a positive,
especially
like
Enid or
yeah,
Emma
I was looking
Myers.
hard. I was like,
Yeah, I was
but
like, I didn't know he was built like that. I didn't know he was
yeah,
cut like that. Like you could just
but
like turn it on like that, and it's like the the I don't because I think with Wednesday, her like feats that she kind of had to do was just like way more believable because it was so much like of a like you have no care in the world type thing, like versus like with Enid it's like such a just as drastic of a change, but it's like you really have to lock into just being Wednesday now,
yeah,
and that's like to me harder than just being like the opposite of that, you know.
yeah.
So yeah, okay, because I thought that was like very like Disney Channel esque of like,
It was,
and I
but
thought that was
it
been the
did
thing that was
remind
gonna like
me.
to turn you off of the series. kind of.
But it did remind me kinda like they're in school, they are roommates, and you do a
Mm-hmm.
Freaky Friday type episode, but ultimately that episode did involve, like, the main storyline stuff, like, at the
Yeah.
end, trying to figure out what you need to do Wednesday for your powers back, and that kinda felt more in line of what I like in the show, where it's not
Mm-hmm.
it's still plot heavy, but
Yeah.
it's definitely, like, Freaky Friday episode is the main thing we're going with this week,
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, the acting between those 2 in that whole episode was just, like, so perfect, so amazing,
Yeah.
and just so drastic that I was like, "Dang, this is actually incredible that they were able to
Yeah.
do this."
Like, I wonder how long it took for them to like
Lock in every
lock
scene, yeah.
in. Yeah. Because even like the conversation that was had, like not with each other, but with other characters, like they was really having to like think about like, okay, all right, what would Enid do right now, or what would Wednesday do right now,
Yeah.
and it's only because of their bond that they were able to like really bring themselves back together and see the like light in the other person's, like seeing the shoe on the other foot kind of thing, which is like
Yeah, and
the
that
whole
wrapped up
point.
in that episode too, yeah. So
Yeah.
that episode I just think was, like, outstanding,
Okay.
and, maybe I would've just enjoyed more of, like, still have the plot, but it's like they're in school, they're doing stuff together, not this
Hmm.
weird Adam's Family mix of what's going on, and then we're trying to get the family involved, we're trying to get their lineage and story going, we're trying to get the Sirens lineage and story going, the Principal's lineage, and nah, I'm just
The
like, "Bro,
Lord.
y'all have so like, even the freaking, w w Hyde, him and
Oh
his
yeah.
family, like,
Yeah.
it's like, why is everyone's family in the season?
Yeah.
Crazy. Where
Hmm.
it was like, yeah, my parents went to the school, but now it's like, yo, everybody's family is deep in this.
It's entrenched.
And
That's what I liked
yeah,
about it, because it's like
okay.
the they spent the time like in the first season really just honing in on Wednesday and like perfecting that character, and like just kind of establishing other characters throughout. But in this season, they really world build about not just like what's currently going on right now at Nevermore, but the back history of how some of these things came to be. So like little things like the skull tree that is a urban legend that all RAs basically tell the freshmen or incoming students, just like as a spooky ghost story, and then that turns into like a bigger plot later on that is like a family secret
Mm.
that you know would have never like been unearthed if Pugsley wasn't being Pugsley. You know what I'm saying? So like stuff like that is the things like I really like and I really appreciate, because I'm like, yo, they really took the time to build out each character, so it means something when you know either we lose them or like they do something crazy, or they like super affect the storyline. Because like I do agree that you know this season does feel like kind of all over the place when it comes to like the goals of it. Being like the first thing is trying to save Enid from being killed, right? You kind of forget that was the whole point of why Wednesday is on this kind of trek, when it's like she doesn't have a clear enemy in front of her like in the first season, or like uh everything's so mixed and jumbled together where like you don't necessarily know who to root for, or if like uh who you can trust, and like in this moment, because like from the beginning we knew that something was up with the principal.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I did not see the whole morning sun thing or morning dawn thing being his like claim to fame, essentially. Like I didn't see that coming. Like I understood why he wanted Bianca so bad, because of like her power, and we've seen what happened with her mother. So it's like that makes complete sense to me. But they kind of just throw his backstory into like the final half of the show, and it's like, oh, this is why. Like he like, you know what I'm saying, we just get that piece of knowledge, and I'm just like, okay, now when they do the big reveal at the end to everybody in the audience, yeah, it's shocking to them, but to us it's not as like, I was just like, oh, like it felt more satisfying than like I've been waiting for this moment kind of thing. And like I just wish like that in those moments, like I'm cool with everybody getting shine, right? But in those moments that it be Wednesday that kind of orchestrates the show, where it's like in this moment she was kind of behind the scenes of just like, yeah, I put this into play, and so like when it actually, you know, comes together, we get to see her little smirk, but it's not as gratifying as like, yeah, I solved this mystery, you
Yeah,
know.
and I think that's where it's like, even with that storyline, I think it's completely fine if you conclude it in another season where it's kind of
Mm,
like, I don't really trust this guy already.
yeah.
But the way they did it in this, just in season two, both part one, part two,
Mm-hmm.
it was just very much like, why did we have to have this storyline in here? Like, did we really? Because it just makes me feel like you threw it in there for extra, just another storyline,
Mm-hmm.
and ultimately the payoff wasn't that good for the main character.
Yeah.
Or and if they would have let him just help out, be like a principal, but kind of be a little sneaky where we kind of still don't trust him. And then
Mm-hmm.
season three, they do the same reveal that he's manipulating them.
Yeah.
And I feel like at least then we could have more time with Wednesday trying to do that solving or trying to do that. Um, us really focusing on what's going on with this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like I just don't like how so many storylines they wanted to get done
Yeah, they
in this
finished them
season.
joints. They wasn't playing.
Yeah.
They was not playing around. It was like, we finishing this, we closing all of these loops immediately. So
Yeah, and ultimately they close all of them for what will be, in my opinion, the much better storyline that everyone was most excited about, which is Wednesday and her powers and like
mm-hmm.
where they come from,
Her
what does it
aunt.
mean? Yeah, and they opened the door to a much you know, bigger rabbit hole that I think does connect better with her family, and
Yeah.
and like you said, her and what's her roommate name?
Enid. Enid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Enid.
Yeah, Enid.
Uh with her being now a werewolf,
Yeah.
it kinda, like,
Alpha.
goes a hu yeah, an alpha.
Yeah.
Like, it kinda
Arcanine.
goes to a point where, okay, we're at drastic measures that I got to
Yeah.
get my powers back to help my like I said, it's
Bestie.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
bestie,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's when the show is the best, and I like that segue to the next season, so
Yeah. When it's more hands on and it's more like I'm in control. Like I don't mind when like Wednesday doesn't necessarily like have all the pieces together and she can't, necessarily bend the world to her own will. Um, but I think it's a lot more satisfying than like some of these like Nevermore side stories, you
yeah.
know? Cause like I didn't really put two and two together. Like I wasn't really thinking too hard about the families that much. But to me, I was more so focused on the bad guys than like the Adams family specifically, because like they were just kind of in and out when they needed to be, you know.
Yeah.
Um, they explained away like the father's whole how he lost his powers, and like, he didn't even get to tell the story or anything like that. And same thing with Pugsley. It was just like, yeah, he's just another pawn in this grand scheme. But when we found out that the person that Wednesday saved from the laboratory, and I forgot what the place is called, but um, the laboratory where all of the outcasts were in the basement, was actually Tyler's mom. I thought that was her aunt initially. And I was like, oh, we finna really get into it. So like once I found out it was his mom, I was like, oh, dang it. Like just more of this. Like a
Yeah, and I
storyline
just
that
find
I'm
that so
not really
weird.
like. Yeah. Cause it's like the biggest like portion of this movie was like a super slow burn, which is like Isaac Knight basically seeking his revenge on the Addams family.
Yeah.
And there were some reveals in there that I was like, oh, this is actually fire.
Yeah.
Like Thing.
10 out of 10, amazing.
You know, like the Thing reveal. And then just seeing them as like youth and seeing like the stuff that they got into was fire. But like everything that led up to it, the moment that Isaac Knight was able to speak, it just dragged. I'm like, yo, why is this important? Why do they keep showing me the zombie eat people brains?
Yeah.
You know, like this is not cool. Like it's not like something I'm super mega interested in, but it's like it became worth it. But by the time we got there, I was just like, oh, okay, this is like he's literally gonna do the same thing again. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like he said he was like, I've been waiting 30 years for this, right? But you didn't wait 30 years to figure out how to make a new power source. You know what I'm saying? Like you were not alive. So it's like there's 2 and 2 things that don't always mix, but I think the main bad guy being like so connected to the Addams family was like a thing that I was like, oh man, this world is just got bigger.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, yo, I'm not mad that it got cut off, but now Tyler has even more to be mad about, which is like obviously Tyler's not going nowhere. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
like he just can't catch a break, bruh. Yeah. Everybody in his life is failing him at this point.
And that also is very strange that Tyler's position ends up being pretty much the same at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
Like he's not in jail this time, but we kind of expected him to break out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just kind of like, do we really need to have that Tyler wrap up storyline thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The spark is gone, but they're trying to convince us that it's still there.
Yeah, you know? And if it towards the end, it really felt like, bro, y'all literally demoted this dude to a side character when he was a key character in the first one, where it was like, dang, this dude actually the bad guy. Like, yo, you done messed up. And now I was like, bro.
Yeah, like when he handed them roses off to her, I was like, oh, he might be going crazy. But then they just nerfed him. They nerfed him immediately because it was like, you don't have a master now. You're just weak. You're just weak now.
They're just weak, and he's like sulking and
yeah. But I still like I'm not a Tyler sympathizer by any means, but I do think it's a interesting dynamic that he has with being like not necessarily a victim, but just like needy to people, you know? Because like I was curious. I'm like, man, is Wednesday actually gonna be able to, domesticate him basically? And now she just got this has a hide at her disposal. I was like, that would have been crazy, you know? But yeah, man, like the more and more I was looking at like who the bad guys turned out to be, like maybe this is just their style of storytelling, where it's like, yes, each bad guy's gonna be bigger than the next, but we don't necessarily get to stick with them super long, you know, because immediately finding out that, you know, somebody like the principal is actually the biggest con artist of a generation, and then he'll immediately, you know, get turned into stone and then blown to bits basically. I'm just like, okay, I guess like this is what we're doing. Like I wasn't happy that he was gone necessarily, but I was just like, man,
they needed to put it in the next season.
He needed an escape, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and they just
went they just rushed that storyline. And I understand they have like budgets and they don't want to bring actors back for another season, but
yeah,
they did not do enough with that storyline for me to really care that much when he went away. And immediately when he went away, I thought to myself, Wow. Well, there's episode 8, which is gonna just involve the actual stuff that
Yeah,
like that was just episode 7.
it's like
Woo!
wrap up, like,
Yeah.
because it's like even that storyline, it was like, okay, this is not gonna go very far after this. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't. There's not like there's an overarching narrative, but it's so far out that like we can't even really see the scope.
Mhm.
You know, they just keep teasing it to us, like Wednesday must die at the end of the
Yeah.
thing, written in blood. And I'm just like, bruh, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna forget that this happened after like a month from now, and now I'm
Yeah.
gonna just wait for another, I don't know how long for them to make it. But yeah, man, I still enjoyed the show though. Like, I definitely did. I think season 2 is like easily worse than season 1. Like, I think the dance was cool, but because it still didn't involve Wednesday,
They try to get that recapture that magic, bro. I was
they
like,
did.
I don't
Don't
know,
hit the
y'all.
same because it was like out of nowhere. When it first
It was out of
in
nowhere.
season 1, I was like, okay, tap in then. Like, I did appreciate like the Wicked reference because they talked about the Wizard of Oz earlier on, and then Enid and Agnes had the green and the pink going. You
Yeah.
know,
They had a
but
lot of good references and little quick witty stuff.
mhm,
Like that was still good.
yeah. And then also just like, just a suggestion, right? Just don't even put the police in the next season, bro. Cause that's like they be trying to threaten youngest, and I'm like, yo, y'all have not added anything positive to any season yet. Like, the only thing y'all had going for them in the last season was that y'all had somebody directly connected
Directly connected.
to the storyline. So yeah, I'm gonna need them to tap in, and hopefully, I mean, maybe with us going on a trip, essentially looking for Enid, maybe we get a little switch up in that.
Yeah.
But other than that, bro, like, I don't really have that many gripes about it. You know, I'm still like, I'm not saying, I wouldn't say I'm processing it, because I feel like it's pretty simple. But I just have some things that I wish would have been like more, just more. You know, like, I wish there was like a real big bad that like we could look forward to. Because right now it's just like mystery after mystery, but it's like we're not necessarily tangibly getting any closer to like understanding what the heck is going on with Wednesday and why it's like her being a raven, her being psychic, her having all these links to people so important to like the greater outcast world. But at least Pugsley has a new best friend though. Like,
Yeah.
it's always good to root for Pugsley, right? But any predictions for season 3?
Man, predictions.
Yeah.
Well, clearly, Edith's definitely gonna come back.
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna be alpha forever. And Tyler's gonna die. I think those are the two for sure things that will
Even with the
happen.
new pack?
Yeah, even with the new pack.
Okay.
Which when they started that thing up, I'm like, yo, just stop the storyline now. Like, just please, let
Miss
it
Capri
end.
might have something going, man.
Yeah, I'm worried that little nugget that they dropped was another 5
Dud.
storylines they want to add to season 3. Like, um,
Mm.
no, I'm pretty much in the dark when it comes to the auntie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Auntie.
Yep. Ophelia.
Um,
Supposed to be dead.
yeah, I think that mystery of that she was supposed to be dead, long dead.
Yeah.
and she's out there writing in blood.
With white
That
hair.
yeah, good,
That
good,
means something
good point.
happened. Because they all got black hair.
Like maybe it has something to do with the mom. Maybe.
I honestly don't think the mom is like, or not the mom, but like, uh, grandmama, right?
No,
Um,
I'm thinking Morticia.
oh, you think Morticia
Uh,
has something to do with it?
yeah. It's gonna involve her and her sister.
Yeah,
Uh,
I could see that. I was gonna say I don't think I think the grandmama was just trying to help her. That's the best way she could do it. That's why she's got her locked up. But she didn't tell nobody because it's like, what do you do with that situation? It's not helping, you know, anybody. So like that portrayal is gonna be something when she finds out that that's where she's actually at. But my biggest prediction is that if we ever go back to Nevermore, Morticia is going to be the principal.
nice.
I think she's going to be
Yeah,
the
that'll be
principal.
season 4.
Yeah.
That'll be season.
But I don't think we're going back next season. I think it's going to be all summer break.
I think so. I think it'd be good. I think
Yeah.
it'll be good. Like I'm
Because we
already
was already
counting that.
not going to class. That was
Yeah,
already
I'm
a thing.
already at the point where once I saw those first episodes that they're saving all the goodies for season 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said that for other shows before and it not happened, but I'm putting all the chips on season 3 is going to be really good and they're going
Mm-hmm.
to wrap it up with something like that. They go back to school and you know someone like the mom is the principal that's been there before and it's a crazy time at the school.
Yeah.
Um I like that. I like that season 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I thought it was cool too that her mom was secretly a writer too. And I'm like, yo, y'all are the same person. Didn't even know
Yeah.
it. You know, except people buying her books. That's the only difference. But and doing it under an alias too.
Mm.
So that's interesting. But yeah. How did you feel about the spirit guide, Miss Weems?
Well, I definitely liked it. I just
She wasn't
I
very
guess I
guidey,
like
in my opinion.
yeah, I guess I like bringing the actress back
Yeah.
and being the guy where it's kind of like, oh, cool, like he's you
The
again.
guy.
But I I don't know if it really added like a lot.
I don't even remember this first spirit guide.
It was Wednesday, like the old version of her. What was her name, like Poppy or Pop?
Oh, like the actual person who played
Yeah,
Wednesday. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I understand what you're saying now.
it was like her ancestor or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember now. Like it was like an actual relative.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
like this one, I thought it was cool to bring her back, but it was just
Mm-hmm.
kind of like it didn't give enough like, hey, you got to do this, and I'm your guide, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll do this together, and we'll figure it out. It was just kind of like, hey there,
Reprimand you. Yeah.
yeah, don't do this, or there's gonna be repercussions. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
repercussions.
I thought
Good
it was
luck. You got
cool.
till tonight.
I thought it was cool when Morticia could see her too. And I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Now they're getting
She's like,
closure
why
as
can't
well.
she see you? Something going
Yeah.
on.
Yep. Um. So I agree though. I enjoyed the callback. You know. Um. Was not expecting to see her, but I think that she adds like a level of pushback to Wednesday's usual like dynamic with people and conversations. You know, I just wish there was more like tangible uh feedback that she could have gave her because it's like she ain't been a spirit guide for a long time. So
It just felt very generic and
yeah,
like advice that wasn't gonna help anyone in this situation. Like
right.
I don't know. That's kind of how it came off to me.
Oh yeah, it was Goody Adams. It was literally her.
Goody. What did I say?
You didn't say
Dang.
anything. I don't think you said a name. You just
I
said it
said
was
some
her.
weird name.
You just said it was her though. I thought you just said it was her. I don't know.
I said something weird.
I'm weak. Yeah, now I do remember because it was her. That's crazy. What about the spook factor in this joint? Did he get a little jumpy? I did.
I mean,
I knew it was coming though.
I don't think in part 2 I got jumpy.
I got jumpy when what's his name? Isaac went and attacked the bug guy. I jumped at that part because I knew he was about to pull up because he kept doing that to people. And then like he like grabbed his face or whatever, and I was like, oh, got me. You know? But it wasn't like it wasn't as spooky as like the what you call girl initially. She was like when we didn't know she could go invisible. Agnes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about Agnes, bro. She had a whole character arc in this season.
Yeah, she had a huge character arc and it was really good. I thought they did a good job of rounding her out.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked the side flip. Like that was cool. Where she's kind of more independent, no longer being like this little puppy to Wednesday.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna see even more character growth, which is just seems like we're gonna find out more.
Yeah. When she put the wig on, I was like, oh, she done lost it. She done
that
lost it.
was a jump scare right there. I was like, whoa.
Because you could see like a little bit of the hair of her natural hair. And I was like, is that on purpose? You know? And when it wasn't, I was like, bruh. Or when it was, I was like, oh, okay, it was actually a wig. I was like, okay. But yeah, I think just seeing her complex was cool too, because it's like, you know, literally she's like a trump card that you can use like however you want to, but then once you found her own like place to stand on, it's just like, okay, now everybody also respects her too. You know, everybody's still gonna get joked on here and there, but I think
starting to feel like a squad.
Yeah, like when she said Three Musketeers, I was like, okay, now I'm rocking with that. With that. Like a big trio right there. You know, I feel like Ajax had a fake character growth where it was just like they just write him into the story.
They were.
You know?
I feel like that's what's going on in the series that I'm not like.
Yeah.
Like they just have these actors or guests that they have obligations that they have to write them into some role.
Yeah.
And then now that I see like the final product, I'm kind of like, bro, I did not need this stuff. I did not need this
like
at
just
all.
have your hero moment and then move on. Like I don't need, like if they was really gonna get into it, I would need Ajax and Bianca to become a thing. Because he did hold her down, right? But the whole I think I'm just ready to be friends now, Enid. Like, shake on it. Oh, we looking at each other too long. Let me move on. I was just like, okay, y'all doing too much now, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, like I don't mind the growth, but like to come from like out of nowhere and just be like, you know what? It wasn't your fault, you know? Like, who am I to be mad that feelings changed? And I'm like, bro, she literally avoided you and wasn't trying to say anything. She's obviously in the wrong, you know? But it's like, I'm glad that you came to this conclusion, but it was more like for certain characters, they were just like, yep, this is where this character should be in the story right now.
Where this character should be.
But we don't have time to put this actual work into, you know, making it pop on screen for you guys. So we're just going to have him just come to the conclusion on his own. And then it'd be like, okay, all right, this character, check him off the list, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but he turned up. I'm surprised not everybody turned into stone, though. When he froze, well, not when he froze, but when he turned, what you call it, a statue. It was a very smile moment. You know,
Oh, good.
because like Smile, like everybody in that crowd caught that Smile monster, bro.
Got it.
But like everybody was looking at Ajax whenever he was doing this. I'm like, oh, you know, plot hole, but it works. It still works. Oh, let's talk about who's the most disappointing bad guy for you?
Bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was the principal. I just thought his
Really?
story arc could have been way better, and
Mm,
just thought he could have like caused way more havoc than something as simple as what he was doing.
just trying to get to
Um,
that money. That money.
yeah, I think overall, I was just kind of like, nah, that ain't it. Like,
He was putting pressure on youngins though.
yeah.
But for me,
How about you?
most disappointing bad guy was the bird lady. Judy Spanicle, Dr. Spanicle or
Mm,
whatever. For the build up of seeing her just being initially the secretary to then finding out that she was the daughter of the person that was running the lab and like had all of this extra lore, and she was able to become a outcast through science, and that whole storyline just get nipped in the bud for part 2 immediately, and she just in the back of the trunk now. I was like, man, that could have been way cooler. You got the power of birds, bro. You ever seen Crow? Like, what are we doing? Like, was it Crow or Birds? What is it? I think it's Birds. Scary movie where it's like the crows eat everybody. I think it's Birds. That movie. That's why I don't like
I'm
Birds.
trying to think.
I think it's called
Is it called
The
Birds?
Birds. It's called The Birds.
Okay, okay.
The
The
Birds.
Birds.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, dang, birds.
I just remember all them kids being stuck in the school and then trying to run to the school bus and just getting picked off, bro. Never trusted
I
a
mean,
bird again. 1963, by the way.
it is kind of like a monster of a week thing
Mm-hmm.
with that case, which I can see they kind of like that flavor, but
Monster of the Week. I like that. Spidey reference.
yeah, but yeah, they could have done more. It just kind of felt like okay, this character to me was used up. I mean, it just feels like
Like, at least the principal got an actual backstory.
yeah,
She
like
just told us who she was, and we were supposed to believe her.
and
But
if they dive deeper into it, I kind of would have been like, bro, I don't got time for this one. Like this
yeah.
don't got the depth that it needs.
Mm-hmm.
Like the zombie guy, I can't remember his did,
Yeah.
and that was a whole thing the whole season. Like, yo, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they important? Or they taking time? Him regenerating? It's got to be something.
Yeah.
So
I was about to go in on Pugsley again. I'm not gonna do it though. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna leave him
yeah,
alone. I'm gonna leave him alone.
I kind of feel like
Um,
everyone's gonna have the same impression of him, so I'm kind of avoiding him too. So
yeah. I thought it was
do better.
cool that like to find out that his dad actually did have powers. Like,
Yeah, that was really cool.
but I'm like, dang, how did we? He just gave up. You know?
But yeah. In a way, he was trying to help her.
Yeah. Like Pugsley is his protege at this point. But
Yeah,
like I'm
they're
like,
in the
man, you
same
could have
predicament. But
got your powers back by now if you really wanted it, you know?
no, true.
Could have did a whole flash sequence, flashpoint, remix the chemicals, wait for
He's
lightning to
like,
strike.
nah, I'm good. It's
You
like,
know?
nah, I'm good, y'all.
It's like, nah,
I'm like
I
that.
got my lady. We good to
Yeah.
go. You know? So okay. Okay.
What do you think about the CGI monster battles?
I hate them.
Yeah,
I
I
don't like
wasn't
them.
a fan.
I didn't like them
I
in the first season either.
yeah.
And
I was like, oh, they had to do it. They had.
I think the werewolf looks better than the hide, but because at least then you can still see some of the characteristics of Enid in the werewolf, but it still looks out of place. Like I'm watching two different things, you know. And then the final battle between mother and son, I was just like, yo, this is pointless. I don't care about this, you know, at all. And then to make matters worse, she was caught by a werewolf, which broke her back.
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, there it is, you know. Like I think her wanting to save um Tyler is fine. Like I'm not mad at
Yeah, that
the
was cool.
secret like pact that she made with her brother. I think that dynamic that they had was a little weird between brother and sister. But like other than that, everything else was cool. I just was not as interested in like uh you know
Big
if they were
monster
able to
brawl.
save them or not. I was more so interested in like what Isaac was trying to really do and like how
Yeah,
far will
ultimately what he was trying to do. Yeah.
like how far are they going to take it, you know. So for Thing to do what he had to do to just be part of the fam, I thought Thing wasn't gonna make it, bro. I thought that the grave was for Thing.
Yeah, I thought the gray was for Thing too. I was like, dang, that's
Yeah,
tough.
because he was
Like,
like, even the way he
that's
was
gonna be real
walking,
sad.
it was like, oh dang, this is it, you know. Yeah, and then they had the support group for dismembered things. I'm like, yo, how are these things even animated right now? You know. So that was a fun little thing, but I think for me, I think this is once this watching this show makes me like a little bit more curious about the Adams family in general because they could have just made a series called the Adams Family, but they chose to focus on Wednesday.
Mhm.
And because I never really watched it. I knew who the Adams Family was, but I never really watched them like that at all. So I'm a tad bit more curious into it, but not enough to like really be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch every single Adams Family show or series there ever was. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Um, Tim Burton, is he the GOAT or no?
I mean, I like Tim Burton films. I'm not like in love with them. Like,
Yeah.
some people really, really, really like a lot of his old stuff
I
too.
didn't put
And
it
even
two
when
and
I
two
watch
together
them,
until this season.
I mean, it, it's a unique style,
Hmm.
unique movies. Like some of the most unique movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But a lot of them have to do with love interest too. But
Hmm.
he has some good hits.
Yeah. You don't have
You
to
know
get
what I
on
mean?
the soapbox for it. I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
curious
It's
to see
just he
what you
has
think.
some really, really amazing ones,
Yeah.
and then he has some that I'm just kinda like, "This is just really weird. This is a
Hmm.
really weird movie.
Yeah.
Cool for you putting it out there in the universe, being creative and all that, but,
Hmm.
like, I'm good. This is not a all-time great," and then when I hear those arguments of how good that one, it's like, "Dang, really?" Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, always cool, just a creative dude.
Okay. Heard you. Heard you. Uh,
Have you seen any Tim Burton stuff?
yeah, I seen the Beetlejuice
Oh, true.
1 and 2, and then something else because I had just looked at it too. Uh, I never was into. I seen Edward Scissorhands in school. I seen the Batman movie. That one
Which people
spooked me.
love.
That one spooked me, bro. I saw that as a kid on TV, and I was like, "What? This is not the Batman that I know." And then I never watched the Jack. What's his name? Jack Skeleton or whatever.
Uh,
The Nightmare Before Christmas. Never fully watched that.
that wasn't directed by him though, right? Didn't he like write it? But didn't.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
one of
just
my favorite movies of all time. But
really.
I don't think
Wow.
he directed it. But I guess it would still be his thing.
Yeah.
So
Like some of this he might have just produced, right? Like or something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I love that movie.
Mm.
He did the Planet of the Apes movie. Oh,
Did he
this
do
the
the
old
like
one.
2000s one or the
Yeah,
old
it was
one?
a 2000 one. I
Cool.
didn't see that one. And then Batman Returns, and then Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Something happened with that guy. We don't gotta discuss it, but something happened with that guy. I don't remember. I didn't know. I never seen Pee Wee's Big Adventure, but I've seen this guy before.
Mhm.
Um, and then what else? I think that's it that I recognize. Frankenweenie. That's a dog. Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, he did some Johnny Depp stuff. A lot of
Yeah.
Johnny Depp stuff.
Dumbo. Never
Yeah,
saw
you
Dumbo.
don't.
Never saw Dumbo. But I'm familiar with the name Tim
Yeah.
Burton, obviously. But um, yeah, just interesting looking at all of these, and when you put them together, I'm like, oh, I guess this makes sense. I guess this makes sense. But it's that time, Chris.
Uh-oh.
The time you've all been waiting for, man. Do you remember what your first score was? I don't remember.
No.
I remember. I know what
Was it?
mine it was. But what are you
Yikes.
giving Wednesday? You don't have to do it just part 2. You can do the whole season, obviously. But
Oh,
what are you
yeah.
giving Wednesday season 2 out of
I'm
10?
gonna go with the 6. I'm gonna go with the 6.
Okay.
Uh yeah, I just definitely feel like coming off season 1 and then going into season 2, it just feels like either a lot of magic's gone or it's just definitely not as
Severe back step or step back.
like a step back for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um and I think the stuff that they do introduce, like her losing her powers, which is really cool,
Mm-hmm.
um, plays into a better season that could have been this one.
Mm.
Um, and I really don't like the transition from part 1 to part 2 where she dies and then she's not dead. I just
Yeah.
don't like that at all.
Wakes
Because
up out of a
especially in
coma.
context, yeah, it's kind of like, oh, the character died. We waited 4 weeks. Hey, you're
He's
good.
back. Yeah. That 4
Like I just,
weeks is still dumb to me. Never get
yeah,
over that, bro.
um,
Broken promises.
yeah. So just overall, when I think back to season 2, I think I'm just gonna remember season 1 more. And
Mm-hmm.
the thing, I think that's the main thing that I really love, just how the zombie payoff ultimately becomes such a big moment for
Yeah.
the thing, one of the main characters that everyone knows in the Adams family,
Yeah.
and
Because
just
everybody
finally seeing
interacts
that
with him
origin.
too.
Yeah,
So it's like, because you could see that he was already going through it, like, as a hand, you know?
and it's kind of just cool to kind of have a full on story lineage of
Yeah.
how this even happened, like because it
Mm-hmm.
just never,
Never made
you know,
sense. Yeah.
it's just an animated hand. So I just thought that was really cool, and I don't know, it just makes me feel good when they like. I'm not gonna say like retcon, but like
Mm-hmm.
you know, years later we finally get like the explanation,
Or
and
a explanation of what.
yeah, a explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna stick with a 6. I just don't really think I'll come back to this season.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it does have my favorite Wednesday episode in it, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
But
All six
Wednesday's
minutes of it.
character,
Like, let me stop.
yeah. Wednesday's character, she always does really good. It just kind of feels like her character could have been utilized better in season 2. I really feel like Tyler's character is just done for. Like it's a dead character now. Just murder him.
Dang.
Um, Agnes is cool.
What am I? His
Uh,
misery.
and I do like that they add the family, but I do think they focused too much on it this season, and it took away a lot for Wednesday for me.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what it's like in the next one. I know the family's going to be involved again, but hopefully it's more of Wednesday doing it and the family kind of just saying like, oh, we'll try this or keep going or you know, your grandma's is tough. You got to talk to her in riddles or something. But Yeah, just this season, not feeling it, and even when we came back, um, man, did I not feel the magic.
Mm.
So I'm going to stick with a 6, and woo, pretty harsh one. How do you feel, G? What would you give this Wednesday season 2?
So I gave part 1 an 8,
Okay.
and I'm sticking to it. I think this series is still an 8, not the 10 that it was in season 1, because I still enjoyed the world building aspects of it, but I think the show has evolved in a way that is like kind of jarring, but it's like I think it's a taste type thing, depending on like what kind of shows that you like to watch. Um, but like you said, like they had some very, very high moments in the season. But the lows were like not terrible, but they're forgettable. Like you said, like I'll remember more from season 1 than I will season 2. Um, I think I think there was too much Disney, you know, in this season with the whole Camp Rock situation, and then Freaky Friday. Like, you know, I'm all for nostalgia, but like there's a certain point where it's like you kind of forget, you know, not who the core audience is, but like what the core of the character kind of is and what kind of story you're trying to tell. I think there's still like, if there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen this season, then some of them should be relieved of their duties, because now we should be focused on like the main thing, which is like saving Enid from herself and figuring out what's going on with Wednesday's powers and how it relates to her aunt. Um, those are the things I'm most interested in. I think things, Laura being revealed as being a part of Isaac, the zombie, was great, but like for Pugsley to have to pay the price, it's just like, okay, I just hope he becomes redeemable, because like when Wednesday was like, I'm my brother's keeper, I felt that, like it felt like that was like the Wednesday, the Adams family finally showing its claws in that moment. But other than that, he just kind of be there, you know. So, um, yeah, I think it was solid. I think it was solid. Would I recommend people to watch it? Right now, I'd say like let's see how season 3 goes. Where I'm like, yo, have y'all seen that new Wednesday? You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy watching Wednesday, but I could see like if you're going just based off of what happened in season 1, like how drastic of a change it kind of is, and it's like it goes from a solo act to the Three Musketeers, and it's like if you don't really like that, I can see how it could get a little iffy for you. But me, I'm rocking with that joint, and I'm gonna stick with an 8. I'm gonna stick with 8 because I think it was still good. Like episode 6 was probably like some of the best acting I've seen all year. So yeah, man, that's what I'm sticking with. Let us know how y'all feeling about Wednesday season 2, part 2 in the comments, and how it relates to part 1 for you. And will you be sticking around for season 3? But Chris, what you geeked about, bro?
Man. I'm geeked about 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
Both movies.
Mm.
The first one is spooky time. We're we're back in The Conjuring. We're back in The Conjuring universe, and I need to go see this movie this week.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 4th Conjuring movie. I need to rewatch at least the last 2 because I have not seen The Conjuring 2 in a while, and whichever the 3rd one was, I don't remember it. I think it was like they go back into this house in the mountains with Annabelle, and
Oh,
I
this is
don't
the
remember what
Annabelle
happened.
movie.
Like the first Conjuring was
Oh,
with
okay.
Annabelle.
Oh, okay.
Um, but
Thought that was a separate thing.
it's kind of weird. They have its own movie too.
Okay.
Um,
Universe.
yeah, same universe, Conjuring universe. I just want to see, I want to wrap up the series. I did this
Mhm.
with
Halloween.
what was the camera recorder movie? The one where
Camera
stuff is moving
recording.
in the house.
Stuff moving in the house. We seen this?
Paranormal Activities.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, with the
at,
green,
yeah, green
like
cameras or
the
whatever,
night
night
vision,
cameras.
night cameras. Yeah.
As the movies went on, they got worse, and the Conjuring series definitely took a step back every new movie that came out.
Mm,
Do I still enjoy them? I do, but they're just not as strong. Not the spooks aren't as good. The story
mm,
isn't as interesting. But I want to finish it out. I want to know how they do wrap it up, and if this is the last one, the last rites, whatever it's called. Um, I want to experience it. Hopefully, it's a good time. And then number two, Demon Slayer movie. I mean, it's finally here.
mm-hmm.
We're gonna go see
End
it
of an
this
era.
weekend. Yeah, the beginning of the end of the era. I heard these movies coming out like 3 years apart.
Oh dang.
I don't know if I can do that. It's kind of
There's
crazy.
another movie after this?
There's three. This is one of three.
Oh, I forgot. I thought this was the last one. Oh, okay.
Nah,
I'm
nah.
not hip. I'm not
Yeah,
hip.
we got a lot to go. But really excited to see that movie. We got it on IMAX. It's gonna be a great day.
Mm-hmm.
But I am rewatching some Demon Slayers just to re-jog my memory because man, is it going? I don't remember a lot, and I
Yeah.
can't believe it. I'm sitting there watching episodes of Demon Slayer, and I'm like, oh, that's why. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I forgot
This
that's
is
in the
why we hate
sword.
this guy.
Yeah, so many different stuff is happening, and I'm like, how do I not remember this? So I just need a quick refresher, and I'm ready for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Blocking all Demon Slayer stuff as of Thursday because even with it already being out in Japan and they have the Japanese version already out, even with the manga version been out for years, people still gonna try to spoil it on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, excited for both movies, and it's just movie time. I guess it's just movie time.
Mm.
So that's what I'm geeked about. What you geeked about, G?
Uh, The Long Walk. Long Walk. I want to see that. Oh, it comes out this week too. Um,
Oh,
but
dang.
I'm gonna see that on Tuesday though. Uh, but yeah. So, like Chris said, we got Demon Slayer. Then I'm gonna see the Long Walk, and then uh, I think I'm gonna finish. I think I'm gonna finish one this week, bro. I think it's time. I think I've waited long enough to like really just
Nah, bro,
lock
I'm
back
catching
in.
up. I'm catching up, bro.
I mean, you can do what you want. You can do what you want. I mean, but I think it's time because I've I finished the first season of BoJack Horseman, so now that is just like on its own pace. I can just watch that like whenever. But Gachi Okuda, and then you know, that's really it. I'm not really watching animes right now, other than like what I'm about to see in the movies. So I think I just need to finish One Piece, and then I could just go and do my whole mecha anime thing. Cause like I'm close to finishing what is it called?
Evangelion.
Evangelion. And everybody's
Good.
like, I started with the wrong one, you know? They told me I should have watched
Which one did you watch?
Code Geass. I watched Evangelion. I'm just saying like
Oh,
as far as like jumping into the genre,
gotcha.
I just didn't
Just
pick
because
the
it's old.
not even because it's old, it's just like the pacing of it is like very like slow. And
Oh, well,
it's
at least you
like
got like one of like those like
it's a goated anime
loved.
still.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
loved
I'm not
anime.
saying it's a bad anime by any means, but I'm saying like as far as like the craze of mecha anime, I probably could start out with a little bit more hype one, you know, because that one is like, I don't know what it is about Mecha Anime and Child Soldiers, bro. Like, but they just got them in every single one. Like, they the only ones that can handle it, bro.
I started with Gurren Lagann as a child soldier.
Yep. So, that's the thing. But I do appreciate like it does bring me back a lot of nostalgia of just random tropes that used to be in every anime. That's just like, I remember watching this thing or that thing, you know. But other than that, bro, I think that's really it. You know, college football is still going crazy. The NFL season just started for some. My team may start yet. I don't know what's going on.
They start next week. They started this week.
Yeah. We need that game last week.
Yeah, y'all got the doormat coming through.
I don't know. They said Jackson Dart might be starting, bruh.
Yeah, hey.
What if he the GOAT?
No. No. Do not let New York media persuade you.
Oh man, but like
I'm gonna be a big Jackson Dart hater over here.
I'm enjoying all the different storylines that's going on in the NFL right now, and college football, because it's like all this expectation, and it seemed like everybody had like a hard game except the Commanders. That's it. They're the only ones that didn't have a hard game to start.
Oh my gosh!
You know, like for the teams that were like with new coaches or new players that were expecting like to see some type of growth.
We play on Thursday. We play the Packers on Thursday.
Yeah, but now y'all got film. Now y'all got film, bruh.
No, so we just like that. Yeah, I mean, we made them.
Hey, are y'all playing them at their stadium or is it home?
At Lambeau.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
fun watch.
But yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna deal with Michael Parsons. He apparently like the GOAT.
He on a pitch count though. Gotta ramp him up.
Not this week.
Gotta ramp him up. But yeah. So that's pretty much it, bro. I just been on that. I just been watching a whole lot of football,
playing a lot of football,
college football. Yeah. My favorite dynasty has begun, and it's not easy. It's not
getting there.
It's not easy, but we making moves though. We making moves, and then I guess just like the gym. We're back in the gym heavy now. Went 3 times last week. This week ain't been yet, but being there probably like Thursday. I cut grass tomorrow, so I went to the gym this week. But
we got a hike.
Oh, that's actually happening?
Apparently.
Okay. Hey, I was playing it by ear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm down.
Make sure
got trail
you're
mix.
Not yeah, trail mix.
Yep.
And you got some shoes for this weekend.
I already be on the trails, the nature trails anyway. So I'll be good. I just hope it Nah, I ain't even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. Just found a bear not too far. But yeah, that should be fun too. And then Demon Slayer, GOAT. I forgot that it was supposed to be 3 movies because it's not a season. They're not coming out with a season, so it's 3 movies, 3-act thing. So that makes sense. But yeah, let us know what you geeked about in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for more, and we'll see y'all in the next one. 2 episodes left. We'll see y'all next week. They geeked. Peace.
There you go.